Hello everyone, my name is Lilli and I'm the creative director here at Bubblegum Cartoons, and welcome to part 2 of our Q&A. All these questions were asked by all my friends on the Cartoonist app. If you want to see part 1, make sure you go click over to that video over there. We talk a lot about my favorite cartoons and lots of ways that you can get inspired to do animation and art. So without further ado, let's get started. The first question we have is from Rad Red Guy, and he asked me, have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's or Undertale? And I played a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's and it freaked me out. I couldn't do it. I really hate the creepiness of Country Bear Jamboree and stuff like that, so couldn't do it. The Cartoon Caupcake asked me, is there any way I can help with Demonic Creeps in terms of stories or characters? And I always love seeing your fan art. You guys have had some really creative Gemite outfit transformations. Those are the little jewels that help Sophie fight evil. My favorite one was this cheerleader one where her baton was had the jewel in it and she could do all these fierce kicks and stuff. But really the most you can do to really help out Demonic Creeps is spread the word, share it with your friends, share it with everyone. It'll really help it get out there, so that would really help me a lot. Ricci Jacinto asks if Demonic Creeps is either storyboard or script driven, and it is storyboard driven. Colin the Brony asks, do you have any art tips? Because I'd like to be a better artist. Find your inspiration on Instagram, on Tumblr, see their style, even reach out to them and ask them, hey, I really liked how you did this or that, give me some tips. And draw things that make you happy, make you excited. Also draw things you hate just for practice. I personally really hate drawing trains or anything mechanical, so I sit down and I draw those things. I have to practice drawing hands because everyone hates drawing hands, they suck. So definitely draw things you hate, draw things you love mostly, and always try new mediums. Check this out. I painted this cat using gouache paints. It was super fun, and this was my first attempt with gouache paints. He's super cute, and it was really fun. I loved reaching out and trying new things, so you might find you really like a new medium, so always explore. Cartoonist asks, what does it take to be an animator? And it takes a lot of patience, a lot of passion, and it takes a lot of skills. You're going to do all sorts of things from background painting to animating to doing storyboards, so you have to be multi-talented and very patient. Chocolate Fizzles asks, what tips do you have for making it into animation studios? And it's definitely networking, making friends, not just for the sake of hopefully getting you a job one day, but genuinely connecting to other artists and asking them, how did you start out? Or what's your favorite types of stories to tell? And also always be improving your portfolio. Make sure you always have your best foot forward, and get ready for rejection. This whole entire business is based on rejection, unfortunately, but every time it'll make you stronger. The-Blorpmaster asks, how many frames can you animate in one day? And this really depends on which scene I'm animating. For instance, the last little piece I did for trailer number 2, that was about 176 individually animated frames. I Draw Stuff wants to know, what do I wish I knew before I started in animation? And I wish I knew how few animation jobs are actually out there. I didn't realize that so many TV shows, almost every TV show, is actually outsourced to Korea or Canada. So most of the jobs in the field are actually storyboard artists or visual development. Rated R ButlarStar asks, what was my non-Disney crush growing up? And I think they were just about all Disney growing up. However, I did think that Chase Young from Shaolin Showdown was pretty cute. So, but he did eat dragons, and that's super uncool. Don't eat dragons. Did you see Star vs. the Force of Evil Season 3? And yes, and I loved it. They're getting a lot more focused and story-driven, and I'm really loving how everyone's growing. I love how Star is, taking on being a princess, sincerely, and good promise. Winks are totally spies, and I think you guys know the answer. It's totally spies. FanA113 asks, tell me about your process. How many people are involved? And there's actually only 2 people involved in the whole project. That's right, right now we're completely animating this on our own. I do everything that's visual as well as voice acting, and then my friend Carolina, who's also the co-founder of Bubblegum Cartoons, she does all the scoring and the music. Mr. Mumbles asks, what inspired me to start drawing or animating? drawing was The Little Mermaid, and animating was The Incredibles. How many episodes and seasons will Demonic Crepes have? And it's gonna go on for infinite time. It'll outlast our universe for decades and generations and forever and ever, and it'll never ever end. I honestly don't know. As long as it takes to tell the story. MeLoves Tacos asks, do you have any strange art school stories? And there's so many strange art school stories, but none of them are safe for work. None of them were safe for me. Performance art gets wrong very fast. You know, it can go wrong super quick. But I guess like one weird story I can share with you is just walking around my school was so bizarre. It's like that one room in the labyrinth, you know, where it has like the upside down stairs and stuff. You would just wander through the hallways of this school, and it wasn't a big school at all. It was, you know, like 4 buildings connected, and you go to a room and there's this door at the top of, you know, the 2nd level, and the stairs would almost come to you, but it would end before it reaches you, or there would be half staircases reaching out of the ceiling connecting to nowhere, and then all of a sudden you'd pop out weird places that make no sense on a map, and it was just like the Twilight Zone in that really weird old building. So that's a really weird art school story, was just walking around my campus was Twilight Zone / labyrinth. Who do I look up to in the animation industry? I look up to Darren Nefsey, Alex Hirsch, Rebecca Sugar, and Glenn Keane, as well as his daughter Claire Keane. TheDrawn Universe asks, what ideas did you have when you were first making your own show? And I honestly feel so blessed that I have this opportunity to make my own show, so I gathered all my favorite things, combined it with my experiences, and I just created a show that I wish was on TV when I was a kid. Frank Yan 1998 asks, hi Lilli, I'm a young artist who would like to be an animator and story artist, but I have no idea where to start. What classes do you recommend I take? And I recommend you, of course, take all the fundamentals. Always start with hand drawing on paper. Make sure you specifically take character design and storyboarding classes, but also take some electives. Some of them have really helped me more than I thought they would. I did take a fashion illustration class, and it's helped me so much with my costume design. It was really, really cool. So definitely branch out in unexpected territories. And the last question of the day is Pixie FanA113 asks, do you want to make Demonic Crepes a movie? And I would love to. I would love to have like 2 movies. One kind of in the middle with like a big climax mid-series, and I'd like to end one on a movie. So yeah. Alright everyone, that is our video for today. That is all the questions and all of the answers. If you have more questions and answers, just comment them down below and I will certainly get to them. Be sure to subscribe to Bubblegum Cartoons for the premiere of Demonic Crepes. We are so excited to show it to you. It is currently being scored. And I'm also currently working on the animation of the 2nd promotional trailer. The first one gave you an idea about concepts of the show and what to expect in the first episode, whereas the 2nd promotional trailer introduces even more characters you can expect later on, as well as ongoing themes. Alrighty guys, until next time, stay inspired.